This is Mwangi Wajumbe, a professional trainer on strategy, performance management, change management, and also leadership. Also a widely published writer on the same areas in the Kenyan media. The most notable publication is a monthly strategy column in a magazine titled Small and Medium Enterprise Today, which lasted 5 good years, that is from 2013 to 2018. And during the time I was writing that column, I was influenced into writing 2 publications. The first one is titled Career Dynamics in the 21st Century. The sub-theme is Unleashing the Human Performance Potential, which was first published in 2015. An article that was written by the Daily Nation on 23rd May 2015 about the publication attracted the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development to the publication. And they eventually used it for architecture of the competency-based curriculum, CBC, in 2016. It was also authorized to circulate in secondary schools in Kenya by the same Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development. And as it continued circulating in schools, I got influenced into writing yet another publication, this time titled Living Beyond Survival. Sub-theme, No More Tiptoeing in Life. This second publication attracted 2 forwards, one from a vice chancellor of a university and the other one from the CEO of Kenya Institute of Management. And having been published in 2018, it also continued circulating in schools, just like Career Dynamics in the 21st Century. And the 2 became twins, and they provide good knowledge on empowerment strategy for all in the 21st century. What is the issue of interest today? First, I would encourage you to subscribe to our channel so that you can promptly be updated anytime we upload new content, which happens every week from January 2022. Now, the issue of interest today is of great concern to all stakeholders in the education system. Why? Right from the time the CBC or competency-based curriculum started being implemented almost 6 years ago, we have been very well involved in the school system through circulation of our publications, Career Dynamics in the 21st Century, and also Living Beyond Survival. And we have interacted with many stakeholders in the school system. Most importantly, institutional managers or principals of secondary schools in Kenya. And we have gathered a lot of information on the challenges that they go through, on their thinking about the CBC, and many other concerns to do with the education system. Alongside, we have also been conducting seminars for teachers, for Form 2 class, Form 3 class, Form 4 class, and the results are already in the public domain because they have been well tested in the school system. Remember, career dynamics was used for architecture of the new curriculum. But when writing it, we were only concerned about improving the 844 system so that disempowerment can be reduced, which was being experienced by graduates of the 844 system. More than 80% of them ended up becoming dispassionate about the work they do, were in employment, and of course, more than 50% of graduates in Kenya were unemployable or unemployed, a situation now that influenced us to write career dynamics in the 21st century. So, as we interact with the school system, we are also aware, or we have also been aware of the challenges associated with the CBC based on information from the ground. And we have also been able to think through them based on knowledge acquired, particularly from a course titled Total Quality Management, whereby there are good lessons on the transformation of this country called Japan. Japan was going through challenges after the Second World War, and if you can recall, a whole island had been submerged by the Hiroshima bomb, and Japan took a lot of time to recover from that. But by around the 1980s, Japan had come up with what is known as a continuous improvement strategy. In Japanese, is known as Kaizen. And Kaizen recognizes that there is never any perfect situation. There is always room for improvement. And application of this strategy led Japan to improve its standards of productivity and performance over the years. And towards the end of the 20th century, Japan was contributing to the global economy through what is known as the triad. Triad means or comprises of Europe, Japan, and America. So the three could control the global economy before the transformation of the Chinese economy, which is now part of control of the global economy. But just remember, by the 1980s, Japanese products had become very popular, especially vehicles, and up to now, they are still very popular because of implementation of that strategy of Kaizen, or continuous improvement. Why share these critical historical perspectives borrowing from this country called Japan? It is through the education system in our own country that we can uplift the standards of performance and productivity. And CBC was formulated for that purpose and divided into early childhood education, which was followed by 6 years in primary school, that is grade 1 up to 6. And then 3 years in junior secondary school, that is grade 7 to 9. And another 3 years in senior secondary school, grade 10 to 12. There was nothing wrong with that formulation of CBC, but there have been insurmounting challenges, and even if they have not happened, they are likely to happen. And that is why we have had the political sector claiming that CBC will be abandoned and we go back to the 844 system that we are supposed to be transiting from. What are the challenges that could lead to that kind of thinking? First, children who are too young are expected to join junior secondary school after grade 6. It's not very clear whether they will go to junior secondary school or join the existing secondary schools, or the current primary schools will be upgraded to junior, to have junior secondary school category. That has not been very clear up to now. There have also been constructions of 20,000 CBC classes. Really, were they actually necessary? Number 3, there is likely wastage of 2 classes in primary schools in this country. Imagine wasting those 2 classes. Number 4, there is likely double intake of Form 1 class in secondary school and also grade 7 in junior secondary school after graduating from grade 6. I don't know whether that will still work or is still perceived to happen, but there are indications on the same, especially given that there are 20,000 classes being constructed in secondary schools to accommodate the new developments. Number 5, the boy child initiation was happening in grade 8 or after grade 8 as he prepared to go to Form 1. Now there's confusion on that. Will it happen after grade 6? Or will it happen after grade 9? Now, there is quite a lot of confusion about that in many regions. Number 6, teachers. It is not clear whether teachers will be employed to handle the junior secondary school students in secondary schools, or those ones of primary schools will be upgraded to take care of the junior secondary school. That is not clear, yet we are only a few months to the year 2023 when that is likely to happen. Now, had I been involved in the implementation of the CBC, rather than just my ideas from career dynamics in the 21st century being used for architecture of the CBC, there are some ideas which I could have shared which are not in that concept. And here they are, for the benefit of improvement of the education system in our country. I would have recommended that grade 7 and 8 be branded as upper primary school. That means there is no loss of 2 classes in primary school. There are no additional teachers, again, to handle the class, the grade 7 and 8 students. Only uplifting or improving the teaching methodology of those who have been teaching, training in grade 7 and 8. Grade 9 and 10 could have become the junior secondary schools as opposed to grade 7 and 8, grade 7, 8, 9. And then grade 11 and 12, in my view, would have become senior secondary school. In other words, all we could have done is to take the 844 system through a continuous improvement process, whereby there will be seamless transformation of the education system, which would not have involved any infrastructural development. No challenge of teachers, no challenge of the boy-child initiation, no double intake of Form 1 and grade 6 students, no wastage of primary school classes, 2 of them. The only hitch would have been very simple: realignment of the content in secondary schools and also upper primary school, such that upper primary 2 years, junior secondary 2 years instead of 3 years, and senior secondary school 2 years instead of 3 years. That is not a big issue as far as I'm concerned, and educationists should be able to handle that with a lot of ease. That is the only challenge that would be experienced by those involved in the implementation of the CBC. The good news is that rote learning skills be abandoned just the same way it has been abandoned in the early stages of the CBC up to grade 6, and continue being replaced with application of knowledge acquired in the school system. Those who are running for positions in the new government, and think through what I've taken you through in this presentation. We do not need to have any challenges in the 844 in the implementation of the CBC. Or if you want to rename it, it can still be the 844 system, but going through a transformation which is seamless, with very few challenges, and then our education system takes new direction. I can share more on this because I still continue thinking through what the education system is experiencing. But for now, I recommend that you read the publications titled Career Dynamics in the 21st Century and also Living Beyond Survival. Don't hesitate to call us for seminars on how we have been contributing to the transformation of the education system now through the 844 system, whereby we are guided by the thinking of the 21st century rather than the thinking of the 20th century. There is still more information through this channel, and once you subscribe, more will still be coming every week. We are also available. We can be contacted through 0772 516210 or 0722 516210. Thank you and have a very good day.